Hey guys, so I know I haven't done a video in a while. I've actually been a little bit sick. If you've been following my Twitter, then you would know I'm still a little phlegmy, so I may be kind of phlegmy throughout this video. I'm sorry, but I just wanted to let you guys know who the winners of the giveaway were, since my inbox and email and Twitter has been like blowing up with people asking me. So these are actually kind of older Julep pieces that I'm giving away. I've been trying to save up pieces just because, you know, not all the stuff is always my style. I'm sure the same goes for you guys. You know, they just have a lot of different kinds of jewelry. Some of it's very eclectic and fashion forward. Some of it's more plain and dainty. And you guys know I'm kind of into the plain stuff. So the winners of these earrings are... The last piece I got was this Briar Beauty necklace. The winner of this is... So congratulations, guys. Please send me your contact information within 10 days because it's really hard to chase you guys down. But anyways, I just wanted to talk about two things that people ask me all the time. So I figured these are kind of easy and fun videos to do since they're kind of like frequently asked questions. So two things people ask me all the time are, the first thing they ask me about is pores. They say, I have really big pores. What should I do? So if you're someone that has really big pores, it's genetic. Don't be upset. There are some things that kind of like exacerbate your pores. Maybe it's really hot, maybe it's a foundation that you're using, some kind of lotion that you're using. Usually it's a product that makes them look a little bit bigger. So since you can't change the size of your pores, the only thing you can really do is minimize their appearance temporarily. So there's a few ways you can do that. You can do it physically. A lot of the way that you can make pores appear to be smaller is if you kind of slough off the top layer of skin and exfoliate a little, which you obviously can't do all the time, but some of my favorite, like more chemically exfoliators are the Laneige Strawberry Yogurt peeling gel. I really like that one. And then another one that I really like is Cure. And so Cure is a Japanese brand. It's like comes in a clear white bottle. The only problem with Cure is that it's a little bit more expensive. It's very hard to find. It's $42 for a very small bottle. And then on top of that, like I said, you're gonna have a hard time finding it. So you're probably going to have better luck with Laneige's Strawberry Yogurt Peeling Gel, but some people are kind of sensitive to how strongly it smells of strawberry, so if you're very sensitive to smell, then I would actually get the Cure. Another favorite product of mine for shrinking pores, you can use the Clarisonic. If you want to use a more physical exfoliator, that will actually make your pores look quite a bit smaller as well. And then one of my favorite products personally for when I feel like my pores are looking kind of big and they're just like staring at me in the face is the Queen Helene Mint Julep Mask. So you guys can buy this at Sally's. Walgreens is supposed to have it, but I went to Walgreens the other day and I couldn't find it. And so it just kind of looks like this. They also have it in a squeeze tube, but I haven't seen the squeeze tube in a really long time. It just looks like this. I usually use it right after the shower, and then I'll put a little bit on my hands, smear it on my face, and you don't want to completely make your face opaque. This is definitely a product where it's like a little bit goes a long way. Using more of it is not a good thing. Just use enough to where your face is covered, but you can still see your skin underneath it a little bit. Let it sit until it dries and then wash it off with warm water. You'll see that your pores look instantly more refined and softer. It'll also help a little bit with oil control, and it's very inexpensive, maybe $6 for a tub like this. Also, another chemically exfoliator would be acids. So I know you're freaking out like, oh my god, acids. But the same kind of acids that you would use on your face for acne. So like benzoyl peroxide, salicylic acid, those, since they are an acid, will actually slough off the top layer of your skin as well and exfoliate it. Another thing you can do are egg white masks. So egg white masks, basically you just get the white of an egg yolk, take a clean paintbrush, and on a clean, freshly washed face, you brush the egg yolk all over your face. I like to do all of these kind of pore-related stuff right after the shower just because your skin's a little bit more soft and supple. So right after shower, just brush the egg white on your face, a thin layer, and then let it dry. And then you'll see that your face gets really stiff. It'll be like hard to move your face. And then you just wash it off after it's completely dried, and that will actually make your pores look a little bit more refined as well. That one's a little bit more controversial for obvious reasons because it is a raw egg white, and you know, a lot of people have like salmonella fears and things like that. So I personally don't do that just because, you know, that kind of freaks me out as well, putting the raw egg white on my face, but it is an option and a lot of people do it. As far as makeup goes, if you want to minimize your pores appearance, basically you're going to want to stick with something that has a little bit more of a matte texture, so something that has a little bit more of a satin finish, or something that just has a really matte finish. Powder foundations are actually really good for people who have larger pores. Makeup Forever makes one of my favorites. I know NARS actually has a really great matte foundation as well. So yeah, you're just going to want to stick with a kind of powdery finish, and that's going to help refine the surface of your skin. It'll make your pores look not quite so large and make you a little bit less self-conscious about them. So the next question that I get all the time is people who ask about my hair. As you guys have noticed, and some of you guys like drives you crazy, I touch my hair a lot. It's actually it's just a bad habit. It's like some people, they shake their leg under the table. I touch my hair, and that's just how it's always been. But it does give me a little bit of volume and lift because I'm always pushing my hair back against the follicle the way it grows, and so it lifts it a little bit. I actually teased it back today a little so you guys can stop telling me to stop touching my hair. A lot of you guys have asked, doesn't your hair get greasy? Doesn't it get oily? Oh, my roots are so, nasty and grummy. If that's happening to you when you're touching your hair, I actually wash my hair every day, but if that's happening to you when you're touching your hair, what's probably the problem is that you're having too much buildup in your hair. And what buildup does, everyone to an extent has buildup in their hair, but especially for someone who maybe has a very oily scalp, or if you're someone who uses very heavy hair products like, Pantene Pro V does that to a lot of people. Or if you're someone who just doesn't change the shampoo regularly, I would highly suggest you guys to change your shampoo regularly. You'll see a huge difference in your hair if you change your hair routine within like every single bottle. Just try new one. And it actually helps keep your hair a little bit cleaner. So the reason why your hair looks nasty and grimy and oily at the roots is because you just have a lot of buildup in your hair. And so one thing that I do every single week is I make sure to clarify my hair. So you guys can actually clarify your hair with quite a few things. You'll notice, like I said, if you guys switch shampoos and conditioners, that it'll actually clean it a little bit for you. But also there are clarifying shampoos. I've tried 2 in my lifetime. No, I've tried 3. I've tried the KMS one, which I don't like for some reason. I just don't like it at all. They have a clarified bottle, comes with white with like a blue cap, and I just hated that one. It just felt very stripping. It felt like a ripoff too. My next clarifying shampoo that I tried was by Enjoy. It comes in a blue bottle. It smells amazing. It smells great, and I think it's just a little bit stripping, which is what they do. They basically just strip your hair of, all the product built up, but they do tend to leave your hair a little bit dry. So the only clarifying shampoo I've ever really tried that didn't make my hair feel like it was stripped was the Shu Uemura one. They actually sent me like a box of products, and this was probably the one that actually worked the best for me out of everything that I tried. So this is their clarifying shampoo. It's the cleansing oil shampoo. This is actually $55 for the whole bottle. Granted, you only use it like once a week, so this could really reasonably last you the whole year. I only use one pump. Do one pump on the palm of your hand, rub it into a foam, and then put it in your roots. And then I'll usually stop my clarifying shampoo at right around here. I don't really go much further south than that. But really, you'll see a huge difference in your hair if you use clarifying shampoo once a week, once every 5 days. It'll really help that product build up, and it'll also make your hair a little bit more voluminous, because a lot of times the reason why your hair can be really flat is there's just too much product buildup. It's too heavy, and so it's sitting on your head. But if you use a clarifying shampoo, then that'll actually eliminate that. Like I said though, the Enjoy one's a little bit cheaper, but I found it to be kind of stripping, and it dried out my hair a little bit, but it smelled amazing though. It smelled really great, but it was a little expensive. Also, if it's, really out of your price range, I totally understand that's a really expensive product. If you guys are into like that whole DIY thing, you guys can also dilute down apple cider vinegar. I don't remember what the dilution is. I'll put it down in the subscription box for you guys. But you guys can also clarify your hair with apple cider vinegar. I personally don't like apple cider vinegar. I'm not a DIYer, but I know that it works. Because when I think of apple cider vinegar, I tend to think of worms, and I know that's really weird, but random facts about me, I used to have like 20 betta fish, and you would actually grow a culture of worms in the apple cider vinegar to feed to your betta fish, because my parents wouldn't let me have animals, so I guess my solution was to have like 20 betta fish in different containers all around my room. My room smelled like fish. It was gross. And so that's it. I hope that was a little bit informational for you guys, just a little quick tip on what to do if your hair has been looking a little bit greasy, or how to make your pores appear a little bit smaller. But yeah, like there's no way to permanently shrink your pores, unfortunately, but you just have to learn to work with it. And I hope that video was fun for you guys, and I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.